Morning guys, this is Tel with Oshawa Bushcraft. It is Saturday, April 24th today, 2021. And today myself and one of the OB members, Justin, are taking place in the Varusteleka remote military march. I'm going to give you guys a link down in the description that'll take you to all the details on the march you need. But essentially, Varusteleka is a European military surplus company, and they have proposed a military-style rucking challenge. The top tier of which involves a 50-kilometer hike with a 22-pound rucksack, spending the night in the woods, and then marching that same 50K back again the next day. So this march is done remotely by their customers all over the world and documented through pictures and video for social media and through GPS tracking. Throughout the day, I'm going to show you guys how we had to plan our march. Due to COVID, there's some restrictions in our area, so we had to kind of make do. For the recce level of this challenge, not only do you have to do the 100 kilometers of hiking over 2 days with a rucksack, but they also require that you do it in a military uniform with a military style boot on. For our hike, I was able to source old green Canadian Forces Combats and a pair of the new Mark V side zip desert boots. This weekend I'm going to be using my commando ruck with pretty much my same loadout I would be carrying on a weekend trip. I did remove most of my food I'm not going to need and my puffer jacket to get the weight down to 22 pounds. I'm actually running at 27 right now, so that even after I drink 2 liters of water, I'm still at the minimum 22. The only change I really made to my ruck was I changed out back to a CF web belt so I could have a canteen carrier and I could have my camera bag, because we're doing a lot of pictures this weekend. I'm going to apologize in advance that much of this video is going to be a little fast and messy for us. I got a lot of walking to do in the next 2 days, so I'm not going to be using my tripod or my mic. Sorry, I'm going to try to just speak as loud as I can. Okay guys, this is Justin. He's going to be hiking with me this weekend. Justin, what are you running this weekend?
I'm running the CTS Canadian Forces Ruck, CTS hip belt. We have the Canadian military issued a beautiful fanny pack. I'm wearing Ultima boots, Canadian Forces pants, Romanian combat shirt, and Finnish M36 M05 pattern hat. And yeah, I'm loaded out at 27 pounds with water. I'm carrying 2 liters of water.
Looking good, brother.
Thanks. Sorry, Tal.
So it is 11 o'clock now. A little while back we passed 10 kilometers, so we took our first break, had a snack, let our gear dry out a little bit. We've resupplied now, and we're doing a road move just for the variety of it. The trails we were hiking on are getting a little busy this time of the morning, so we're getting away from the crowds. Feeling strong. Justin, how you feeling?
Doing good. No sore, no hot spots.
Yeah, my feet are in better shape than I was expecting. So it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We have now completed 20 kilometers and we just stopped for lunch. We're also stopping in at our vehicles, which we're using as a cache to resupply. So we didn't have anywhere around here we could do a 50-kilometer loop. So we're doing smaller loops on a smaller trail, and that lets us stop in and resupply at our vehicles. There was nothing in the rules that said we couldn't do that. So it is 8 o'clock at night right now. We're hitting the trail again. We took a break at dinner at 7. We were at 41 kilometers. We stopped to eat, and we're hitting the trail again. We got 9 more K to go. It'll take us a couple hours. We'll probably be marching with our headlamps by the end of it. I'm feeling pretty good. My feet are tired, When I stopped, my legs got a little achy, but they're feeling good now. Justin, how you holding up?
I'm doing good. No hot spots. Feet are a little achy.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
I'm surprised how well my feet are holding up.
Yeah.
Okay guys, when we get these clicks done, I'll show you what our setup is for sleep tonight. It is 10:30 at night, but we've finally finished our 50K for the day. I am wiped. We are going to ground. This is my setup for tonight. Now, we weren't allowed to camp on the property we were hiking on, so we're camping on a nearby property at the back of a farm. This is my setup for the night. I don't have an overhead because they're not calling for any rain, and it is just a rubber mat, an inflatable pillow, my down commando quilt, and a little goose down hoodie. We're hitting the hay right now. I'm done, guys. Have a good night. Morning, guys. So it is now Sunday morning. It's a little after 7 a.m. We were woken up this morning by it starting to rain. We broke camp and got back to the property we're actually hiking on now. We're getting ready to head out. Slept okay. A lot of coyotes last night, but the weather was good. Just a little cool. It is supposed to rain now for the next 3 or 4 hours. We're busting out the rain gear. I'm not super excited that I forgot to bring my Gore-Tex boots and I'm going to be stuck in desert boots. That should make this interesting. I'm a little achy, but I'm ready to hit the trail. Justin, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I also brought desert boots and yeah, I'm a little achy, but today's going to be a good day. So yeah, it's going to be great.
All right, let's roll. It's about 9:45 in the morning now. We've been on the trail a little more than 2 hours. It looks like the rain has passed. We didn't get hit too hard, luckily. We have dedicated most of the morning to actually doing like road marching, which is allowed in the rules. It occurred to us yesterday we hit the trails really hard, and there is a lot of elevation changes and a lot of twists and turns, and we were not making very good time. So we decided to get a good start this morning, try to put as many miles down on the road as we can. Just stopped for 5 minutes, changed out my base layer and my socks. Luckily by sticking to the roads, I was able to keep my boots pretty dry. I'm really impressed with how they held up, and feeling pretty good so far. We got about 10K down, 40 to go today.
About 62 kilometers in, got a blister across the whole front pad of my foot. Perfect.
Let me see that. Huh? So it is about noon now on Sunday. I've just passed 21 kilometers of my 50 for today, and a few clicks back, my friend Justin was unable to continue. His foot just continued to worsen, so he had to call it a day. So now I'm out here walking by myself. I was going to report in sooner, but the wind's picked up a little bit, and I had to wait till I was out of the wind a little better so you guys would be able to hear me. So it is about 6:30 now. I am at 94.5 kilometers. So I have 5.5 kilometers left to complete my trip. I walked a good chunk of the day all by myself, but luckily Jordan came out, kept me company, which was a big morale boost. It has dropped temperatures. We're down to about 5 degrees Celsius, and I don't know if you could hear it. We got a pretty heavy wind. So yeah, you can see I went up to a heavier layer. I went up to my woodland BDUs. They're a little warmer. I think we can bang the rest of this off in about an hour. We had something to eat. I'm feeling a lot better now. When I get all this wrapped up, I will come up with a summary for you guys. We're almost there. So it is now about 7:45 p.m. and we just rolled over 50 kilometers for day 2 of this march. I'm hurting a lot. I definitely could not go any further. Generally, my training has held up. The bottoms of my feet hurt, but not in the sense that I've, rubbed any skin off due to friction. They're just sore. My legs in general hurt. I have a stomach ache. After eating rations for breakfast, I've been living on mostly Cliff Bars and fruit bars. And then Jordan here brought me a coffee in the afternoon, and I have a real stomach ache now. If I was going to do this again next year, I would probably try to mix some fruit into my diet or vegetables through the afternoon. Most of my clothing and my equipment worked out great. I was carrying just enough spare clothes that when I got the opportunity, I could swap out base layers and swap out socks. And I had just enough on me for what I needed without having to go to my cache and resupply. So yeah, overall, I wouldn't change much of my equipment. I'd like to thank Justin for this idea. I'm really sorry you didn't finish this, Justin. I know you're really excited about it. I gotta thank Jordan here for stepping up and supporting me through the last little bit. A little bit, only like 20K. And I gotta thank my wife, Michelle, for supporting me in doing this and for holding things down at the homestead while I've been away. It's asking a lot to take off from your family for 2 whole days. And I really appreciate it. I love you, hon. So this has been the 2021 Varusteleka remote ruck march. Thank you guys for watching. As usual, go outside. YouTube will be here when you get back.